It's terrible.
He loves me, though.
Yeah, sounds like it. Right, now, you may well recognise our next guest as the suave Captain Jack Harkness from the recent TV series of Doctor Who, but he's also one of Britain's best-loved theatre stars. He's currently treading the boards in the West End in A Few Good Men. Please give a very warm welcome to the very shapely, I have to say, Mr. John Barrowman.
Whether to give everybody a kiss or not.
Oh, I thought
yeah,
Ooh,
oh, lovely. How did we know that was going to happen?
I think you're sexy.
Thank you.
I don't think it matters what shape you are, what size, because, I mean, particularly women nowadays, they get so many things in magazines that say you have to be thin, you have to be this, you have to... And I think it's about personality, confidence, and the way you project yourself to other people. So if you want to be bigger, be bigger. Big is beautiful.
I think too thin is less sexy.
Yeah.
Who wants to be really thin and only eat soup?
No.
There's nothing to grab hold of, is there, when they're that
you want
thin?
something just to grab onto.
But John,
I see it, they're all smiling. They're all smiling.
You've won them over already.
I mean, you've worked in Hollywood, you're going to be working in Hollywood again, you've worked with all these theatres, so you have seen these women that are held up as being the sexiest.
I have seen, sorry, I have to speak Scottish when I
know,
speak to you. It's absolutely bizarre.
Absolutely.
You're all going, what the hell's going on here? Yeah, I know, I've seen waif, thin girls. I worked with Yasmin Bleeth, and she was really, really thin to the point, it just... Sometimes she's attractive, she looks that way, but some girls just look so thin and unattractive when you can see all the bones and everything.
It's unnaturally thin, isn't
it? Unnaturally thin.
But it's
Very
naturally
unnatural.
thin, you can be sexy. I think Kate Moss, people like that are sexy.
But it's our misconception that we think men want us to be thin, and it's actually just all in our heads, because most guys actually prefer a bit of curve.
Guys like a bit of curves, and guys, I don't mean to be rude when I say this, but I like to look at, I think women are sexy. Women can be the most sexy things around, and a woman with a nice big bust is sexy.
You've called.
It's somewhere to rest your head.
That's what I see.
So, Ray, you can just go,
Oh my goodness.
I've gone all flush.
That's what Oh, do we really have to ask you anything? You're better looking than Tom Cruise. That's a terrible line, but I'm saying he looks like Tom Cruise, but he's better looking than Tom Cruise.
Thank you. I'm also taller.
Yeah.
Bigger in a lot of areas.
That's my boy.
That's a good Scots lad, I'll tell you.
What is this Scots thing? You're a bit schizophrenic.
No, I am a bit
accent.
schizophrenic. I have to explain. When I was born and raised in Glasgow till I was 9 years old, and then my father's company moved us to the United States. So I learned to speak with an American accent because American kids used to make fun of the Scottish accent. But when I'm at home with my mum and dad and my brothers and sisters, or I go to Glasgow, or I speak with someone who's Scottish, I speak with a Scottish accent because I feel like a fraud if I speak American to them. A fraud. I feel like a fraud. It's better than Glasgow to go and say, can I have some fish and chips, please? I go, can I have some fish and chips, please? They go, piss off.
How fantastic, though. You can just pick your accent for whatever night you're in the
exactly. Who do you want tonight? Did you want French or do you want a Glaswegian?
No. It'd be a great date, wasn't it? Yeah.
I would say shut up and get on with it.
A true Glaswegian lady.
Right, we'll go back just then. Now, you're appearing in A Few Good Men at the Theatre Royal in Haymarket. Is this the first non-musical theatre role? Because you've done extremely well in musicals. You've appeared in all the kind of big.
I did what they call straight play years ago in Chichester, a play called Rope. But this is the first venture into it in the West End because it's and it's something that I wanted to do because of the always having been involved in musicals. Everybody always has this idea that people who are involved in musicals can't act, and that really it makes me, I think, well, how the hell can you say that? Because we have to not only say dialogue, we have to act a song, we have to, and you have to act through dance also. So in a sense, I do things 3 ways, and you only do it once. Get that?
Yeah.
But yeah, no. So I'm glad. I walked right into that. I am enjoying what I'm doing, and I think it's a great thing because it's showing that musical theatre people can kind of transgress into that area, and so many more should.
And does it take the pressure off not to be? Because it's a great strain to be singing in a musical every night, isn't it?
You know what? I have a social life now, and Saran Jones, who is also in the show with me, and she and I have taken a liking to going to a certain club in the West End where we sit on a late night occasionally and tell our woes and our troubles to each other, and I'm able to have a drink now and then, which when I'm doing a musical, it's kind of like being an athlete. You can't because you have to get up in the morning and keep yourself steady because people are coming to you to see that show every night and want to hear you singing 150%. And if you drink alcohol and wine, that dries your vocal cords out, blah, blah, blah. So now, because I'm only talking, I'm allowed to have a little drink at night before I go home.
Well,
so
sadly, you're not talking to us for any longer because we've run out of time. Let's do very quickly. I know. A tattoo? Do you fancy one?
I do fancy one. I fancy a set of bagpipes near the family jewels, but that's about it.
I'll do it for you.
All right.
Well, and also, I think if you'd like anyone to play them, you might get some volunteers.
That's all right, because the pipe's long enough for 4. And I can hold plenty in my bag, so there you go.
Well, I don't know about you, but I've been having a lovely Tuesday. John Barrowman. It's really time to take a break. I'm sure you could do more than 10 minutes now, couldn't you? Before we do, here's one last chance to enter today's competition.